What's up, y'all? Dragonray Gaming, aka Rayquaza, and we have a God of War, Ragnarok, Vidoc, shaping the story behind the scenes introduction to the game. And these things are always above edge for me. I fucking love these things. These things are freaking cool. You know, first Vidoc that I ever saw was from Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you guys know what I'm talking about, Elder Scrolls, yeah. And when Oblivion came out, I say this all the time. Bethesda, already. I say this all the time. If you're a fan, I watch everything. So let's get into it. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. We will be playing this. We will be playing this game. We're in it for the long run.
We're coming off of God of War 2018. How do you top that?
Yeah.
How do you deliver something that
Skull and
players
Hati.
will love maybe just as much as God of War 2018?
Man, I don't know how you top it though.
The pressure was tremendous.
It's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait for this game. I like that.
My name is Ariel Angelotti, and I am the senior producer for Narrative.
My name is Richard Gobert.
I wonder if
I'm the story lead for God of
Alana
War
Pierce will be in
Ragnarok.
here.
I'm Jody Kupsko, and I'm the supervising dialogue designer.
It's my job to shape
I wonder
the
if she'll be
story
in here,
along with
man.
our
That'd be
writing
funny.
team, our narrative director, and game director.
As a producer, it's my job to help build a team to create that content,
Damn.
to own the schedule in realizing that content.
I oversee the dialogue production throughout the entire titles. Every line of dialogue that you hear, every
So
human
good.
vocalization and effort and grunt.
And God of War
our team
2018
touches.
was a treat to play, man. I wish I
Some men
streamed it.
Like you?
But back then I really wasn't making content like that.
We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
In the story of God of War 2018, we find Kratos seemingly having turned over a new leaf in the Northlands. He lives a quiet life, hidden in the woods with his wife Faye and their son Atreus. And the story starts with them.
Man,
mourning
I wonder
her
how
death.
Faye died.
And we learn
I
that she
honestly, I
made
wonder,
a
I wonder
final
if we'll actually
request
see what Faye
before
looked
she
like in the
passed
game.
away. She wanted them to spread her ashes from the highest peak in all the 9 realms. He's scared of being a bad father, a bad influence, and as a result, it's made him an absent father. His greatest fear is that he's passed that evil that's inside of him onto his son.
You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control.
Out of control.
This will not stand.
That's what he was saying. We are
Honor
gods.
your mother
We are
and abandon
gods.
this path
We are
you've chosen.
gods. Oh, like, oh my god, he was such a douchebag kid, man. He was
He's
such
a friend
arrogant,
Freya,
man. I
who
hated
is
that
an
part.
exiled Vanir goddess who used to be married to Odin. They meet Mimir, the self-proclaimed smartest man alive, who serves as their
goat
guide and
Mimir.
their confidant. And they meet the Holdra brothers, Brock and Sindri, who are world-class weaponsmiths who end up their main source of upgrades and equipment. Now, among the enemies they make are the Aesir gods, whose leader is none other than Odin,
Magni and Modi.
someone we never meet in God of War 2018, but who casts a very long and dark shadow over the 9 realms.
There are consequences to killing a god.
Why? How do you know?
Bro, you would
How do you
only...
know?
If only you understood, man. He
After
killed so many
adventures,
people.
Kratos and Atreus end up fulfilling Mom's wishes, and over the course of that journey, they find out more about each other and about themselves, and finally find a common ground between them. They become
You
the
just
close
don't know,
family
man.
unit
Atreus,
that
you
Faye
just don't
hoped
know.
that they would become.
Like, come on, man.
In God of War Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen, and they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard.
Yep.
During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor. Thor does a lot of the lion's share of Odin's dirty work, and as a consequence, he's a
Man,
very
I wonder
violent,
how
unstable
integral Odin's going to
personality.
be in this next game.
At the end of the last game, they were also forced to kill
I
Baldur,
love it. He was like,
the son of Odin and Freya.
you don't want this,
And that
man.
has its own set of consequences. He was a very powerful chess piece for Odin, one that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing. Freya has vowed vengeance against them for the killing of her son. Kratos and Atreus didn't want
Man,
to
we
kill
have to
him.
fight
They were
Freya
friends
so
with
many
Freya.
times, man. I don't want to
But
kill
Baldur
Freya.
tried
I
to
don't
kill
want to kill
her
Freya. I
in
like
front of
Freya.
them, and Kratos had no other option in the moment but to kill him to save Freya's life, even though it meant losing Freya's friendship.
I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything.
Damn. Like that line right there. I remember hearing that. I was like, ooh.
Everything.
She
His
had
death
nothing
is
but
also
him.
foretold to bring about
But
Fimbulwinter,
I don't know. I don't have kids.
which is a
But
brutal
man, that
3-year
was
winter
crazy.
that is then followed by Ragnarok. It's an apocalyptic war between all the Norse gods, the
That's new
giants,
footage.
the dwarves, and the elves, and an army of the dead.
That was new footage.
They're all destined
Hold
to
up, new
fight
footage.
in a battle that basically ends the world. Kratos is understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
You get to go on this
He has a
journey
badass
with
beard,
how
man.
Atreus grows into a young adult
Triple H.
and how Kratos grows into his next era in his life, and really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be.
Mm-hmm.
I find that tale so incredibly relatable.
The goat,
We
man.
had started shooting plenty of content before the pandemic hit. In fact, the week before we all went work from home,
that Angerboda?
we were doing a shoot. I remember being on and off that set, running back to the office and having to talk to
that's
studio
her.
leadership about
That's
what
her.
was going down and how this was going to impact us moving forward. And
It's
those were
boy.
trying times.
Read
For
it,
us,
boy.
it was a very unique challenge because we had to bring in actors and we had to record them. And so we had to look at different ways of adapting our typical motion capture process and dialogue recording process so we can continue production and continue at the quality that
Hey,
we
get it, bro?
wanted for our players and our fans.
Man, mocap
Had,
is so cool.
Some actors stand in for other characters, actors who were already, who were like core to one of the scenes, might just be able to play a background character in another scene to be able to avoid
Yeah,
a
dude, they
situation
had
where
to-
too many people were on
Mocap
set
is
on any
very.
given
It's
day.
just thing, man. I was watching mocap for Mortal Kombat
avoided
back in the day.
compromising the
Wow.
story that we were trying to tell as a result of the pandemic and these limitations that we had to deal with. There were no cinematics that we changed. We still have
Oh,
the same
shit.
characters in them in the final game. We just had to get a bit creative with how we shot the content.
Our actor for Atreus, Sonny, is a teenage boy, and his voice changed dramatically.
Yeah, it
throughout
did.
The several years on this title.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
We
Good
had
that they
to go
kept him,
in
though.
and even out that performance, so it sounds like it took place over a short period of time. That was a unique challenge on this one.
I like that.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
Can't wait
War
for
is
this
coming.
game to come out, dog.
Whether the
I
Norse
can't.
saga was going to be a trilogy or just 2 games was something we debated a lot. There were obviously pros and cons for either approach. So we waited for Cory Barlog to weigh in, and he did, and he said, let's do it in 2.
The consequence to that is, how do you wrap up this story in
There's a
one
lot of
game?
stuff to wrap up
and
on this.
do Ragnarok justice. How do we lead up to that and then
Damn, man,
have
Kratos
a big
getting-
moment
get
at
fucked
the end
up.
of the game and wrap up all those loose threads? This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned. There's a
Wow,
lot
that's
of
so different.
Important story moments that we needed to cover. There are more characters that we follow the threads of, and ultimately, it ends up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there for people to enjoy.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy.
very excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens. We put our characters through the ringer, but we also bring them closure and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first
Oh
game
my
posed.
god, dude, I can't.
Just all of the new combat that we're doing.
Like,
and
I
the new
literally can't, man. If something happens to
interactions,
them,
there's
This-
a lot of stuff
as
that's
far-
happening in this title.
this game's
that
gonna be
I think,
gut-wrenching.
people are gonna have fun with.
We all have our
gut-wrenching,
own
and you already
personal
know.
Ragnaroks to deal with. And this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean,
What's
we
next?
set some stuff up at the end of last game. There's going to be some consequences this game. We're going to see how things play out between Freya and Kratos. We're going to see how the the evolution of the family relationship continues. You got Brock and Sindri, the dwarves, who are kind of part of your makeshift family now. And there's going to be some other characters that we introduce that maybe going to disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game.
You know mythology. You know who that is. You know who that is.
For themselves.
We have, I think, an incredibly well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat.
Dude, that
beautiful
looks,
and rich environments to explore.
Looks sick.
Outstanding character art. A lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the work of hundreds of very dedicated artists, and they all have their own stories to tell.
Here we go. Here we go. I can't wait. Come on, man. You already got mine pre-ordered. Listen. Everyone is going to be playing this game for years to come. And I won't be the only one playing it. Everyone and their mama, dad, brother, sister, who knows, loved one, partner, you already know is going to be playing this game. Like I said in my other video, avoid spoilers at all costs. It's down to the wire at this point. You know what I mean? We shall see what's going to actually go on with this. And it's going to be one of the games that's going to be part of this generation and the next generation for times to come. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and peace. Stay tuned for some more God of War news, God of War Ragnarok news. This game is going to be awesome. It's going to be really awesome.